Hey YouTube, CJCog37 here, and I'm going to be showing you quick how-to video. It's not going to be very quick, but anyway, on how to build or make your own iPhone, iPad / iPod Touch stylus. You'll need a couple of items to build this, but for now I'm going to just show you how it works. So I'm going to write hi. You can see it works very well, and it does not scratch the screen one bit, and that is quite obvious because it's quite smooth for the screen. As you can see, the screen reads it very well. Now you'll need three things to build this. You'll need scissors. You'll need a pair. You make sure they're quite strong. You'll need some sort of pen. Make sure it's a strongish one. Don't use like a biro pen because they're not that good. And you'll need a sponge. Now the sponge has an important factor. You want to make sure it's not this kind of a sponge, the one on the bottom of the screen. You need to make sure it's that one. Otherwise it won't work. I've already tried it with the other one, it does not work. First step is to take the pen and unscrew the top. So you need to push in the bottom first, if it's one of the clutch pen kinds, where you push in and then push out to get the lead out. Just unscrew the top and pull out all items that are inside. With this one there is a spring, the lead tube and the nozzle. And yeah, so you'll see it's just a hollow tube now, and the bottom piece is just dangling, so you can't fix it in, but that doesn't really matter. You don't really need it stuck, so it's just dangling freely. The second step you'll need to do is to take your sponge and cut a line. Make sure it's not too thick. Make sure it's about this thickness, which I'll show you in a second. Yep, so I'll just cut it. Now this is about how thick it should be. You don't need that piece now. That's about how thick it should be. And yeah, so now you're going to need to cut off that green part, which is what is used for cleaning stuff. Try and make sure you use a new one. If you don't use a new one, then make sure it's a clean one, very clean, because you want dirt going on your iPad screen. Now you just want to cut this in half. So just cut that in half, and if you buy this one, it should come with soap in it. So you are going to need to wash it. You're going to need to wash all the soap out of it. And yeah, because you don't want soap on your iPad screen or iPod Touch, any iOS device. And then after you've washed it, you need to dry it. Making sure you don't dry all of the water. You do need some left. Otherwise it won't work. So it's a bit moist, and you want to twist it kind of into a little tube, a little kind of like a round piece, so it can fit into the pen holder. Just keep on pushing it in. It shouldn't take too long, but I've done this a lot of times. I've made almost 20 pens just trying to figure out how to get one that works. So I've stuffed a lot of stuff into the pens, but it shouldn't be too hard to do it. It's taking me a bit of time here, but yep, I've done it. Okay, so you should leave a bit about like that. It will look messy, but don't worry, just cut off the base. Just cut it off like that. Just cut it off like this, and make sure you cut it to be neat, but don't cut it all off, otherwise there won't be any left. So make sure you keep some parts of it left, otherwise there will be nothing to actually connect on the to actually use for the iDevice. And make sure you clean up. Make sure you clean up, otherwise you don't want a big mess. And yeah. So now we're going to test it out after we've finished making it. Switch on the screen. It does take some more than one try sometimes. Make sure you hold it down, because the I think the electricity or something from your hand actually goes inside it. and then it can read your hand. And I'm going to show you just how good it is. I'm actually going to write something here. I am sitting on an angle right now, so that's why my writing is a bit, uphill. So as you can see, it works just fine. You can do whatever you want for it with it, play games, you name it. Anything that you need a stylus for, you can do it. I'm just going to show you just how good it is. I'm just going to type some keys. You can even use it for typing. Yeah, it's very good.